doing, old feller? I'm making too much noise. You want to go in? You want to go in? Watch it, man. Come woke the old dog up. Okay, I got my framing, my post done, my post and my I don't know what you want to call it. It's not a truss, let's just say beams. Got my beams in. Now I need to go get my 2x4s. See, 1, 2, 4, 5, 6. I'm figuring 8 2x4s ought to be fine. I've got to do a little bit more screwing on my beams, and after that, just the metal, which we have the metal. I don't know if I'll get that far, because I've also got to go today. We're supposed to be getting rain, chance all weekend. Today, it's according to the radar or to the weather app, it's supposed to start with a chance of storms around 4 o'clock, 4 through 7 or something. Anyway, so I've got at least till 4, hopefully, for the rain. So I've got to get down to the creek and get my water line reattached to the bottom once again. This will be the third, I think third time, hopefully last. So I'm going to finish screwing here, and then I'll probably go do the creek. I don't know if I'll put that on the video or not. We'll see. All right. I have not gone to get my 2x4s yet, but I decided to make some braces coming down. And it sure has helped a lot, bracing that up. I did another one on this side here, coming down. What I don't like is the original design of the porch. There's no post right here on that corner. I don't know what it'll do to put one from there to there, because there's no post under it in the ground like the rest of them. So I'm just going to go ahead and make 2 more for there and there. But it is getting extremely hot out. So I may put the end of this for until later on this afternoon when we're back in the shade, which will be after 5 o'clock. So I may end up going back down to the creek to do that water line. I haven't done it yet. Or go to town and get a few 2x4s. I'm not going to be able to get all the 2x4s, but I can get 2 or 3 of them. That way I can get started and get the 2 ends tied in. So, and I could also make my post down here to go up, and I'm going to use that 2x6 possibly to go that way. We'll see. Don't know. Right now, I'm just hot. Well, good morning. The next day, and didn't get a whole lot done yesterday afternoon. Well, matter of fact, didn't get anything done. It got really hot outside, and I ended up staying indoors so long that I just decided not to do anything else. So today is a new day. It's actually less humid out. It's supposed to be a high of about 83 or 85 today. Right now it feels, well, I'm in the shade, but it feels better. It was 69 when I got up, but with the heat index it was 75. So the heat index is not as bad as it was. So I'm getting ready to go down and fix the creek one more time. Hopefully the last time. I think I mentioned that a minute ago or yesterday. And then I'm going to go to town and get a little bit of materials to get a little bit further on the back porch. And then if I'm feeling real spunky, I'm going to do a little bit on the shower. But I don't know if the shower will be on this video, or I'll just make a video dedicated to just the shower, which that's probably what I will do. I was getting ready to get all my tools together. I'm sitting here in the side by side, and I looked down and there was a deer down there in the yard, just a grazing. wasn't in the garden. I don't know if it'd been in the garden or not. I did go down to the garden yesterday morning, and there was a deer in there, and we kind of spooked each other because it was over by, in between the tomatoes and the tall weeds, and I think it was actually eating on some of the leaves off of the weeds. It had eaten a little bit of the cucumbers leaves, but didn't bother tomatoes. So I don't know, it was going down across the yard when I saw it. It really wasn't paying a whole lot of attention to me. It was kind of far down there, and it was just, it walked over behind the garage and was eating on the tree line leaves on those plants. So I'm not sure where it is right now. I was trying to give it a minute so it could eat a little bit, but I need to go down the creek, so I think it's time to go. All right, you see how that's gotten offline. You see how it's pulled away from the perforated pipe. Snap those straps again. That's just all from the rushing water coming through there. It's pretty crazy what water can do, huh? All right, we'll get started. Still got to do the middle strap, but I've got 3 of them. But I'm just going to go ahead and put as many as I have with me. All metal, all 2-hole straps. Then I've got to either get a new piece of that perforated pipe. I think we still have some in our building, but if we don't, I'm gonna have to get some as soon as I can, because where that has stretched, if you can see that over there, yeah, where the white plumbing pipe, that was a sleeve going into the ground, that used to come straight across. If you could look, see that it looks like a dark line. That's where they made a little trench in the rock, and that our plumbing line used to go straight across from here, straight across to there. Where's that? Right there. That's where it used to go, and that's how much it's stretched in the last 4 years now since we've lived here. After it came, they had rebar into the, they just took 2 pieces of rebar, had them stuck in a hole and like tension, then they brought it over the pipe, and then it just eventually it just went away. So anyway, if I see how many straps I've got left here. Let's look in here. One, two, three. Sorry about the camera work. I'm holding in one hand. 1, 2, 3, 4. I've got 5 left. So I'm going to put them all in here. If that doesn't work, I don't know, man. We'll have to go to plan C, I guess. The next plan would be to try to build a mound of concrete and rebar over top of it, which I don't want to do, because the water, it would have to be down the level it is now, and then you'd have to build a frame around it and then dump your concrete in there with a little bit of water that's left. And we couldn't even do it. I don't know what we do over there. I don't know. I don't even want to think about it. Let's just hope this is going to work. Alright, I've got 5 straps on it right now, which you would think would be enough, especially being 2-hole. These are the straps I was originally wanting. And couldn't find them at first, so I got the plastic ones, and you can see the water. This part that busted off was on this side of the plumbing pipe, water coming this way, so the pressure just snapped it right off somehow. I don't, because it's right against the bottom, so that's some forceful water. So I've still got 3 straps. So I'm out of anchors, out of the bigger anchors. So I got to go get my other smaller bit and smaller hex head bit that I used to begin with, because I got plenty of those. And the anchor stayed in. It was the straps that busted. So while I'm down there, I'm going to try to find some of the black pipe. I don't know if we have any. I hope so, because I wasn't planning on buying any. It's not very cheap. You can't just buy. I need about 1.5 feet of it. But you have to buy, I think it's 6 foot lengths. Anyway, let me go check it out. There's a little deer. Hey, buddy. That's the same deer I saw a while ago. It must have I just walked through that area just a minute ago. So it must have been right behind me. Must be going back home. All right, everybody. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 straps along here. 2 holes, so it's on each side of the pipe. I've got washers in between the strap and my Tapcon screws. I got longer screws. Over here I had to build a rock bridge, I guess, around my pipe. I understand that will wash out, but that is just until I can get some more perforated pipe, because I couldn't find the pipe. I'm going to check. I got to go get some lumber for my other job that I'm doing, so I will look and see how much it is, but I'm not anticipating being able to get any. I just need about a 15-inch piece. So, and I mean, it's been holding up well. I mean, that is, you could barely even get it on there. You split it in half, and then you put it around the water line. So I've got this. I've got to add a couple more washers in the pieces I didn't have washers a while ago. That's just to be an extra barrier for the screw, because the holes in the straps are kind of big. That didn't make a difference on the plastic which I knew the plastic ones wouldn't last, but at the time I couldn't find any metal ones. And then the last time I needed to fix it, I didn't have any metal ones, but I had some plastic ones. I'm finally got it, at least the type of strap that I want. So add a couple of washers, call it done, and then on to the next thing. And there's a chance of rain. And believe it or not, no rain today, and really it is kind of warm. Not as warm as it has been, so it actually is not too bad right now. But it is only, well, I don't even know what time it is, but it's around noon, something like that. So I will see what it's like here in a little bit when I get my tuber floors for my other job. But this one, I'm going to consider it good for now. It's always good to have your battery die on you. Nope. Oh yeah. Okay, there's the gist of it. And I will have 4 more. I'm going to put them 2 foot on center, I believe, something like that. But I wanted to get these I need on these corners of these posts. I'm sure that keep it square. So now I'll just mark out the other ones, put them on. That won't be on this video. We got a 3-day weekend coming up this weekend, 4th of July. So hopefully the weather holds out and we'll get quite a bit done. And oh yeah, one more thing, in case you're wondering why such a big overhang. I mean, why not? That'll be a 8-foot piece of tin going out that way. So give me plenty of overhang for the afternoon sun and when it rains and snows. That's one of the goals, is to keep the rain and the snow off the porch. I'm sure we'll get some down here on the steps, but it won't be as bad as it has been. Usually when it snows, a pretty good snow, we can't even open up the back door very well without coming out here and shoveling it out first. So that should help with that. All right, well, it's been a kind of over the place video. I don't know. I get to filming so much time-wise over the weekend. I kind of forget what I've been doing unless I'm just doing one job. I worked on the creek and this. I don't think I did a garden thing, but I don't know. So, thanks for watching, and we got another, hopefully the next weekend I can finish this, because I've got, like I said, I got a 3-day weekend. But I also want to get back on the shower. Maybe I can start on the shower a little bit after work, since it's on the inside. We'll see. I've got some materials to get going on the shower, so I need to get back on it. Anyway, thanks for watching. God bless. Have a good week. Have a good weekend whenever it is you're watching this. And hopefully we'll see you back again. God bless.